All right, guys, welcome back to the WCS Europe Premier League Season 2. We have our winner on the line advancing onto the round of 16. We have Titan. How are you doing, man?
Hello, man. I'm great.
Congratulations on going to the round of 16.
Thank you.
You're coming to Cologne, Germany to hang out and play. And look forward to your games there for sure.
Yeah.
At last, I'm waiting this moment too long.
Yeah, you played in the round of 32 last season. So close. Very close last season.
Yeah, but at start HOTS, I can't win any Terran. Everybody kill me, and I don't wanna. I don't know what to do. What I try, always lose.
What do you think changed against Terran for you?
Yes, Prisma is the super upgrade.
Super. Oh, Warp Prism.
Yes, for Prism.
This helped you out a lot to beat Terrans?
Yes, because you can use it with Stormers. Before you can't because so slow. And also you can make counter, like I wanna make it at third game versus Happy, but he was so aggressive.
Yeah, he was very... I mean, with Happy, how did you prepare to play him? You must know him very well.
Yes. First, I think make some alliance versus him, because at macro he is monster, really.
Yeah.
But then I think, okay, but if I can't kill him with macro, so what I wanna in StarCraft? My style is just macro play, not alliance. That's why I prepare. Oh, not prepare. I want to play macro games.
Like, is it fair to say that maybe you took a couple of risks in your macro play to get a small advantage? Very fast third base, for example, or fast-ish?
But how is how? First game I have super safe. I make fast base, then make core.
Yeah.
If I play risky versus him, I can play L games plus Nexus, because he always plays Barak CC.
Was Happy the... Did you think he was the biggest threat to you in this group?
So what does it mean? Sorry.
Was he the scariest player, you
Yeah.
think, Happy?
He is scary versus me?
Like, the biggest scary person in this group was Happy?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
And then going up against sort of, how is your PVZ at the moment?
Oh, my PVZ is now, I don't know. My PVZ very style, like Zealots, Archons, like you see my last game. I practice on this style, but last 3 days I have so big problems versus Zerg, because they adapting for this style, and it's very hard to win.
What are they doing to adapt against your style?
Super mass roaches, and they without guitarists, just Stefana style at wall.
Yeah.
200 limits at 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have any, big thoughts going into the round of 16? This is pretty cool. This is pretty big. It's a big opportunity to do well. Are there people that you're scared of, or should they be scared of you, Titan?
I don't know. Just last 4 months I practiced non-stop. So I see results coming up.
That must be a great feeling then, to make it to the round of 16 after, as you say, 4 months practice. You must be feeling over the moon.
After 4
hard months.
Yes.
Hard
yes,
months.
very, I mean,
What have you been doing?
Practice.
Tell us. What have you done in those 4 months exactly?
Just playing, everyday play, and going to gym, and sometimes going with LiveZerg.
Okay.
We was with LiveZerg at bootcamp in Kiev for 2.5 months.
Wow.
And this was great.
Awesome.
Awesome stuff. Work paying off. So, any last words here, Titan, before we let you go?
Yeah, I wanna say thank you, Roxkis Jagon and Lucifron for practice before these games, for Happy. And also I wanna say thank you our sponsors, Kaspersky, Planktronics, USN Computers, and thank you my team.
Awesome. Okay. Well, congratulations,
And,
Titan. Oh, sorry.
And also Fancy Sports, make sport, eat fruits.
Is that everything?
Huh?
Is that all the sponsors?
No, just eat more fruits. It's very good for health. Yeah.
Eat more fruits.
Eat more fruits.
That's what I should do.
Yeah, you need to eat fruits.
Definitely. All right.
Okay, cool.
Thank you very much, Titan, and congratulations for advancing on.
Thank you. See you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
That was the best interview
Eat more fruits.
ever. Dude, I got cramp in my leg this morning. I should be eating more bananas, get more potassium. It's true.
How many pieces of fruit do you eat a day? 2 or 3? 1?
Not too much. It depends on the day, I guess. It
Where
depends on the
where you
day.
going?
I'm gone, man. I'm sorry.
Depends on the day.
yeah.
So you eat a piece of fruit every Saturday?
I mean, like, if I see an apple, I'll be like, hey, an apple. Great. Not,
Do you know
I'd
what-
just go to a tree and be like, oh, great, an apple.
A tree?
I mean, they grow on trees, right?
I buy mine from the supermarket.
Dude, I don't eat much fruit. I need to eat more
Do you
fruit.
know what the best type of apples are?
Pink ladies? the
No,
really
get lost,
sweet-
pink ladies.
Dude, they're lovely.
Granny Smith.
No, you're wrong, man.
Granny Smith.
Well, those golden
green apples.
delicious, they were good.
I feel they're all too soft.
You think? It's a Granny Smiths.
I like Granny Smith. I'm a Granny Smith. I'm a Granny guy. I'm a Granny guy. All right. Serious time.
Why can't I join this lobby? It's full, I bet.
Nope.
Whoa! All right, it's not full. Join the game? All right, I'm going to relog.
Okay. So serious time.
Serious time,
We have
guys.
our next game coming up. It's going to be, of course, ToD against Happy to decide who has the second chance to play to move on to the round of 16. Of course, sort of is waiting to play one of these two players. And this is going to be an interesting one. We're just going to... I don't really know which way this is going to go. I think ToD is probably fighting a little bit of an uphill battle against Happy.
Yeah, I would say so as well. Todd, he does come in very prepared, mentally prepared, but Happy, he's very, very stable and has pretty good win ratio against Protoss. Again, I think, was it WCS Season 1 that he played Baby Knight? I may have been.
Happy? Yes, he did.
Yes,
play
he
Baby
did.
Knight.
And he made him look...
2-0'd.
He made it look easy. He made it look easy.
He did.
All right, so Belshire Vestige is our map as we have spawning up to the top left-hand corner as our blue Terran. He is Empire. Happy? And spawn down to the bottom right, we have our red Protoss player, arguably the challenger in this series. He is XMG ToD.
I'll agree with you that I think that... I said that Happy would probably go 2-0-2-0. I think a lot of people expected him to do so after his strong performance last season, but that wasn't quite the case. But I believe still that Happy will win this series. If I was to put my money on, and people know me out there, I'm quite bad at that.
Yeah,
I do lose a
you
lot
are.
when I put money on games and predict games. But I would say Happy is the player to move on from this game. But there's a lot of people out there who are probably saying, well, I hope not. Because that is the case. ToD has built up a big fan base with his, casting here, doing the WCS round of 32 last season, and is playing well. But now it's time to really play well. This is when it matters the most. He's in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's here. Will he stay or will he go?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one going up against Happy. It's a huge mountain to climb. And Happy, well, it's going to be difficult. Ooh, hello, ToD. What are you up to? Interesting stuff at the very beginning. I'd send that probe out. If he puts a pylon down that quickly, that'd be crazy.
It may be. If he's going to throw down a part, I don't think it's for anything, though. I mean, a second gas is coming in. I'm not sure.
Are we adverse to a proxy Stargate?
Why wouldn't he have sent the probe out later, though, instead of now?
Yeah.
Unless, of course, it would be scouted in case it was nearly SCV. That's the only thing that makes sense. He's in gas with all 3-on-1, and he's in gas with 2 and 3. All right, well, maybe he's just going to, if it's there, that's a... Okay, I get it. I understand, ToD. I understand. It probably is going to be a proxy Stargate, and the reason why it's there is because this location isn't one of the destinations which is usually shift-clicked
Yeah.
by a Marine or a Reaper. in most games. So he's kind of going against the curve a little bit and saying, okay, I'll put it on the high ground because most players scout down that side, not up there. And so far, so good. But...
This could give him a little bit of an inter. Well, actually, I mean, he got Stalker. Yeah. Oh, you skipped a Zealot. Here's a Stalker to come and shoot it.
But the SCV didn't go in the main base. It hasn't been looking for pylons.
You're right.
Look, he hasn't seen anything.
Oh, you are right.
So he's got no idea. He can check the Xel'Naga Tower. It's not going to help him here. This is well placed. And he's not even going to do that. He misses it now. So the Oracle's going to get in. This is good. This is good for ToD naturally here because there's an Oracle being built and there's nothing. There's a handful of Marines, 4 Marines. What does ToD follow this up with, though? There are 2 options. Very simply, an expansion or additional gateways. It looks like it is going to be an expansion.
Yep, seemingly so. So ToD wants to play out of this. The Oracle's on the way. And, well, he doesn't even have Warp Gate tech on the way just yet either. So all the gas has been funneled straight towards this. There we go, that's the Warp Gate tech on the way. But it is a little way later. Just using that initial gas to get this straight away.
All right. He's got a second one, too, on the way, and it enters the main base. All right, let's have a look at how many kills he gets.
If he kills Marines, then that second Oracle could do quite a lot of damage. But there is 3 barracks now pumping away in terms of those Marine counts. So those
be careful not to lose it. Oh! I probably would have, well, I mean, in an ideal world, I think we all would have pulled back there, right? I can't just say that I would have pulled back there, but, you know, that would have been the best case. Stalker gets, well, at least get some damage done on the natural, too. In comes the other Oracle. 3 Marines, see you later.
Keeping that Marine count low again. And now there's nothing to defend the SCVs.
What's the unit count? What's the SCV count?
18, 17, 16. Keeps going down, Sean. Sean, it's going down.
Yes, Claris. The SCVs are going down.
They're dying. Stalker here as well. He's also killing some stuff.
How many kills he got? Go on, quick before he dies.
Ooh, 1. Oh, okay, maybe he's not killed that much.
Not bad, not bad. This is a good start here for ToD, getting a bit of an advantage, or quite a large advantage, when it comes to the worker count. And his Nexus is down nice and early too.
Oracle number 3.
Yeah.
Missile turret. Bye-bye.
Oh, and a bunker.
Ah! Oracle number 2.
All right, yeah, just got to be careful. I'd be flying around with them and be one-shotting probes, SCVs at this point with 2 Oracles here.
Yeah.
Forge down nice and early here from ToD, straight after the gateways.
So he's certainly opened up a good opportunity to actually gain a very, very big lead early on in this game. And I think that if there were ever tools required to climb said mountain that we described earlier, this is one of them. This is one of them.
Well, he's you know, we talked about ToD climbing a hill against Happy. Basically, ToD got the lift up that hill.
He did.
And he's at the top now, and Happy's not even close to getting there yet.
No.
And, you know, this is good, because now with these 2 Oracles, he just kind of insta-gibs an SCV now. When both focus on the same SCV.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, not anymore. But,
Still, how many probes has he killed, though? 18. That's great.
That's a lot.
For what, 6 minutes in the game? 8 minutes? Sorry, my eyes are really small.
And there is a Twilight Council going down pretty darn fast here with 3 extra gateways. What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor.
ToD likes Blink.
Yep.
DTs I don't agree with here. Templar Archive's fine. Go for it, man. But
with armor.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, getting Templar Archive so fast could be for another 2-base all-in with Zealot Storm or something.
Kaboom.
Yeah. I don't agree with DTs just because his turret's coming down everywhere. He's already got detection.
Yeah, it won't make sense.
Blink is ToD's kind of favorite upgrade because it makes it easier to defend against Medivacs. But I like the Templar Archives play, actually.
That's actually very true. He does love his Blink play. We once had a conversation about getting Charge or Blink, and I think it was Baby Knight playing, and he got the Charge, and he was like, that's where you get Blink, man, because Baby Knight lost. But anyway, with that Templar Archives going down, you're right. He opens up certainly a very, very good window for him.
If you look at all the gas he's already got banked up, okay, he just spent 200 on Zealot Charge. Bad time to say that.
It'll be there eventually.
It will be there, and he can actually start piling the energy on High Templar very, very early.
Yeah.
He may want to research Storm and then do it, or do that then Storm, whatever the case. It's going to be on Storm and High Templar is the next kind of set of gas he spends on. Apart from that 1 sentry. Damn it, Todd.
Oh, he's a tricky man. Well, plenty of gates. How many do we actually have right now? He has 6 with 2 more. Well, okay. So yeah, a lot of gates on these 2 bases, and he's moving out now. So there is a lot of power behind this. Actually, I don't think... Do you think he's just going to go for Zealot Archon?
Well, he hasn't even got any high tempos at all yet. I mean...
Yeah,
I guess Zealot Archon at the moment makes the most sense. If he doesn't have Storm, what else is he going to use? He's got the Temple Archives. If he doesn't use it, it's only Zealots and Sentries.
Revelation.
And he may be looking to catch this army. Yeah, he's actually just trying to catch this army, but one Marine pokes up the hill, spots the army, and he backs off. And that's why he walked in 2 Stalkers there. He actually was just trying to surround the army with force fields.
Not too bad an option, but at the same time, don't think he's going to be able to catch in the air. Whoa, the stim goes down. Happy here has to be very, very careful about what he's doing. A lot of DPS coming out from these Marines, killing off a lot of those Zealots very, very quickly. Time warps go down to slow down some of those units, but in the end, Happy has to retreat.
Happy does have to retreat here. Here come the 4 High Templars, so he's going straight over to Archons. He's going to make a Zealot Archon assault on the front door here. Are there any bunkers? Is there anything?
There are no bunkers just yet. The 2 are only currently being up.
Happy, you're in trouble, man. You got to get these bunkers down.
Oh, and a great reinforcing pylon as well. He's going to get straight into the fight with any of his reinforcements. Happy, unit counts, only 14 Marines against this. The Zealots do have armor as well. Oh, but +1 weapons is finished up for Happy.
Yeah, +1 attack is going to help, but without... Well, Combat Shields is now done, but... This is painful. There's a lot of Zealots here.
Yeah, there are. They're going to tank for quite a while here. The bunkers have been filled, but how well can he actually deal with so many Zealots now killing off of all of this area? The 3 Archons still remain. 29 workers have already died here, and ToD is putting on the great pressure. He gets killed off in the end.
Yeah, but Happy's so good at defending. Again here, ToD's going to go in for another attack. The Archon's getting some major blows down. He's got to be careful, though. He has to retreat back. And remember, ToD's got double the income, so he doesn't always need to keep hammering in with small units. Just poke in, come back, poke in, come back. Keep the Archon count high, trade a few Zealots here and there. Doesn't need to rush this. He's got a major, major advantage when it comes to his army supply and his income.
Yeah.
As long as he goes before bunkers are up, this should be nice.
Mule's helping out the Terran here, just keeping that a little bit even. It certainly needs that right now, as the aggression is not going to stop. ToD's taking his 3rd base behind this. He knows he can probably continue to do damage, but why not be completely safe and reassure yourself even better economy behind this? Pushing on forwards with the Zealots and the Archons, doing a lot of damage from behind as well. +2, the armor's not finished yet, but the Archons just need to wiggle around some of these buildings to do the damage. The Zealots sacrifice themselves without much damage being done by the Archons in the end.
Yeah, but he does save all the Archons and warps in fresh Zealots. But Happy keeping up this hold, man. There's a lot of medivacs there. ToD's throwing down a 3rd Nexus, +2 armor, robotics facilities. Realize that he can't kill Happy. But good gosh, is Happy 1 for a defender.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best defensive players I've seen when it comes to holding attacks and whatnot. His micro's so incredibly good.
So resilient. And again, this is why we mentioned at the very, very beginning that killing off Happy and playing against him in general is a real hindrance to a lot of players. You know you're in a great position as ToD, but breaking this front, it takes a while against a man as strong as Happy.
Yeah, it's so strong. Always been able to hold against attacks and then even come back in scenarios where you'd never think was possible. All right, just a reference to their old game. In other games they've played, there's been comebacks that have been major.
Yeah.
And then Happy versus Vortex was the biggest comeback we saw last season on Daybreak. Daybreak, a map we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a moment of silence. Map we
Very
haven't seen in a
silence
while.
for Daybreak.
Nice drop, though, coming in here from Happy, behind enemy lines, or at least for now it is.
And he's got Phoenix on the way here to try and catch some of those medevacs out if he wants to. Photon cannons trying to protect this 3rd base, and Happy now knows the severity of his position. Seeing that 3rd base, well, damn it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, because usually, obviously, the Terran has theirs much earlier, and it's only just now started. The key in ToD keeping with his advantage, keeping in the game, is going to come down to the fight, which will happen soon, because Happy's going to try and take one, or at least drop and then take a fight. It's going to be the Storms. A 2nd robotics facility coming in, as well as the robotics bay. He's not going to stay on Storm too much. He's going to reveal it, defend with it. Maybe a Ghost Academy, it's already on the way. And maybe focus on Ghost coming in. And then ToD's going to make a really hard switch to Colossus to try and catch Happy off guard.
He's trying to push through all of the angles here, and one of those angles is this double medevac drop here at the back. Could warp in units. He doesn't actually currently have anything there to defend. Oh, but the recall, ToD realizing that's a big of threat there, and boost straight on out.
Yeah, I think that ToD just needs to play a bit more defensive. I mean, counterattacks are great. Like, getting Zealots in is always great. But why does he need to ever attack when he's got a much, much faster third Nexus? He has a major tech switch coming in with Colossus. Why would you attack?
Yeah.
Why would you attack? It makes absolutely no sense to go across the halfway line.
Exactly. All of Happy's resources right now are going to be focused smack dab on those ghosts. How do you get Vikings out to deal with double Colossus production whilst having to deal with that as well?
No, you can't. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the power of this tech switch. So every attack in the middle of the map is very dangerous for ToD. Because if he makes a mistake, he gets dropped. If he makes a mistake in the middle of the map, he loses his army. He's got to play this out very smartly, very carefully.
Good feedback on one of those medevacs. Second one as well. Pushes that drop away. Happy trying to pull himself back into this game, but ToD not really allowing him to. You only need to think back to the WCS Challenger League last season where ToD were able to dispatch Thorzane in a very, very long game on Neoplanet S. If you give ToD the opportunity, he'll play out for the long game and really punish Terran. 3
ghosts are about to pop, which are going to help out to deal with this attack that ToD has here. It is very powerful. 105 army supply to only 77. Supply, I mean, pylons everywhere to reinforce from. A 4th Nexus coming in. Colossus now joining the army as well. I think there's one out with the army at the moment. The second one's been Bell. He hasn't got Thermal Lance, though, yet. That's a bit of a mistake, but yeah, it's not too much of a big deal considering that he's so far ahead here.
And the 3rd command center's down for Happy, but again, you can't really secure that 3rd base just yet. ToD likely to just max out and then go.
Yeah.
And it's I don't actually know how Happy's going to be able to stop that. It's going to take a miracle here in terms of defense. That being said, though, I mean, it's Happy, so he can make those miracles happen.
He can. He really, really can, and he's going to need a miracle in this game if he wants to win. ToD's taking a 4th and Happy's still on 2. It's going to have to be one miracle of a fight here. No Vikings at all. There is now 2 Colossus, a 3rd one on its way.
I'm curious to see what App has actually spotted. He hasn't seen the double robo going down, so...
No, he sees nothing. He just knows that ToD's got a large army and 4 bases.
Yep.
Nice attempts from ToD. I like to call them attempts when they fail, because that's what it is.
That's true.
But yeah, look at that. ToD's closing in on max out, which means he's going to start making a lot of money.
Good spread here of the units by Happy, just to evade storms if they want to come along. And sending some Zealots up to the 3rd base as well. So, Happy, he's trying to get that economy up, bless him. And even the Dark Shrine going down now for ToD.
Why not, man? You've got a lot of money on 4 bases. This is perfect for him. As he looks to split his army up left and right-hand side here. Is he going to come in up the ramp? Is he just going to do it and say, I'm at 200 supply? Or how is he going to conduct this fight?
He seems to have distributed the Zealots pretty well in terms of these 2 chunks of army, and he's just going to go straight for it here. A lot of that damage being tanked here by the Zealots, with the splash damage being dished out from the back. The Archons did take some of those severe EMP hits, so they melt very quickly. But there you go, GG for game number 1. ToD takes it.
Yeah, nice fight there at the end, and ToD opens up this with a win against Happy, who has now lost quite a few games in a row. I think he was 0-2 against Titan, or was it 2-1? 0-2 or 2-1? I got shoot to memory loss.
Yeah, we've gone. We've gone.
But either way, you know, he lost the first game, and now he's losing against ToD as well. A lot of games in a row that he's losing against Protoss. But ToD opened that up with a Proxy Oracle, which very easily gave him an advantage, which he carried through for the rest of the game.
Very impressive. And Whirlwind is our second map, a map that ToD has been... he's not been too happy with it in the past, but... was it 2-1, sorry? Yeah. Oh, okay. But I think that if he plays out a macro game here, whilst trying to get an advantage early on, it could work out well for him.
I think that the best thing for ToD to do for a win here is to just play as how Titan said, is that you can take... It's not risky against Happy, because you know he's not doing anything. So, like I said, did you not consider yourself playing risky? So as well, you know, I was okay on Belshir Vestige, but on Whirlwind, it's okay because it's Happy to go Nexus first and whatnot. So I think that may be a build that ToD uses here against Happy.
All right, well, both
Happy's
players...
never going to do anything crazy. He's
No, you're
never
right.
going to proxy 2 barracks.
No, definitely. Definitely. There's not a chance in the world of that happening. There's the 1% chance to cover our asses for a second. But again, despite Happy being that very economy-focused player that he is, in Wings of Liberty, there were times where he fell back onto Banshee builds. But I think with the addition of things like Mothership Core and the extra defense that can be put into the Protoss arsenal, especially since the fact that now Stargate does also provide the detection ability with the Oracle, it's much harder to make that kind of thing work now in Heart of the Swarm.
All right, both players have now joined the lobby, and we'll be getting this game underway in a couple of moments. They are fighting right now in the loser bracket, or the loser game in our bracket, which means the loser of this is down to Challenger League, and the winner moves on to play against Sort of in the last game of the evening to see if they can take the 2nd place spot alongside Titan, who finished in 1st place within this group. Is it going to be another Protoss player, a Zerg or Terran? All 3 up for grabs.
Yep, we've got 1 of each. It's pretty nice, actually. Nice little racial distribution. As Whirlwind is loading up here, guys, for the 2nd map of this series. Could be the final map of this series if ToD's able to take things 2-0. We're spawning down to the bottom left as our blue Terran trying to bring things back. He is Empire Happy. And up to the top left-hand corner as our red Protoss. None other than XMG ToD.
So, ToD leading in a game that both of us really thought wouldn't be possible, and I don't think too many other people... I mean, sure, everyone has faith in ToD to do it, but when you look at it realistically, it's Happy playing online. He's been playing very well in recent times. This is a game that you'd say on paper, Happy wins a lot of the times out of 10. Yeah,
it's... ToD's... I think ToD's certainly stepped up his ideas when it comes to versus Terran. Again, the challenger against Thorzane and doing very well against Thorzane, just it looked like a whole different ToD to a couple of months ago. So very, very strong play. And now going up against Happy. You know what? I think Happy, being the predictable player that he can be from time to time, or always, I wouldn't be surprised if ToD just went for the same thing again. And well, it's harder to make work on Whirlwind because of the spawning positions everywhere, but you have to scout out early, I guess.
Yeah, I think that Happy is a little bit aware of being blind countered. Like Nexus Nexus is almost a blind counter to go on command center first. It's not necessarily a counter, but it's keeping on parallel. But he's gotten 1 barracks command center, or is aiming towards that at the moment.
Yeah.
We'll see if ToD does try something similar. It is a 4-player map, so he may even have to reveal his probe to know where his opponent is compared to Belshir Vestige, where you already know. So that's one of the downsides of trying to do something like that on this map. And without a second gas coming down before the Cybercore, and if not immediately afterwards, it looks like it is just a decently timed, non-super intensive, non-super greedy, just 1 gateway expansion play.
And that command center now starts up for Happy as well. So confirming our suspicions from previously, as even just a Marine rallied on forwards. Scouting out anti-clockwise. Unfortunately for him, will arrive at ToD's base late. In comparison to what he would normally like, there's that Nexus going down for ToD. Unfortunately for Happy as well, not gets the opportunity to engineer in Bay Block, which he has certainly been favoring against these opponents.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Zerg players do like to skip the Zealot. For example, ToD, right now, hasn't got a Zealot, just straight up to Mothership Core. Behind this, I wouldn't be surprised if ToD did get the second gas very soon here to start to build towards his strategy, whether it is going to be maybe a Stargate soon, maybe just normal robotics facility. But the second gas is one of the most crucial parts of being able to construct and bring in the gas necessary to make those decisions. So I was just looking over at Happy. I thought I saw something weird, but no.
No? Were you did you think that maybe the gas was a barracks again? Or
yeah, I saw it when I first looked there, and then I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then took a step back and saw it.
Okay, well, now those double gases are finishing up here for Happy. And we have Forge for ToD. Huh.
Yeah, 1 gate Forge. The cool thing about getting the Forge out this early is that it does offer cannons if there were to be aggression in the mineral lines. And also you can start an upgrade really early and don't need to dedicate Chrono Boost to it at all. Compared to normally... But he should know that. Look at the time of the Stalker, the Mothership Core. He should know it's a Nexus there. He shouldn't have any problems with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Forge, is that you start +1 armor, and you don't need a Chrono Boost at all. You can, if you want to do something more aggressive with the upgrades, but you just get +1 armor really early, and then +1 attack, then a second Forge and Twilight Cancel or something. And it's really fastly, nicely timed. Very similar to how a later 2 Forge would be, but if you spent Chrono Boost in it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
You get where I'm going with that?
Spending it elsewhere. Always useful.
So Chrono Boost now is only going into the Nexus.
It's really good. Good economical focus in the end. Really helps out quite a lot for, let's say, just, well, he ends up Chrono Boosting that.
With the Chrono Boost now going into the Forge, that changes the reason that the Forge is there, and perfectly from Happy sees that. With a Forge coming down early, is he going to get what +1 attack very soon? Look at what he's adding on. He's starting to rush this upgrade out for the very reasons that we see on screen.
That's 7 gateways currently here for ToD. Walls going down at the front for Happy. No additional bunkers yet. Throws down the missile turret as well.
He's not really sure. He's kind of covering all bases here. But ToD's going to go for an attack with this upgrade instead of just waiting out, letting it slowly upgrade, go over to +1 attack and whatnot.
Whoa, this is going to be a lot of units. Very, very fast here. Happy needs the intel to actually know that this is happening. He needs, like...
He has nothing out there.
Yeah, exactly. He has no Marines at the front.
That Marine up there is going to spot the probe. Or does it?
Oh.
Where is ToD building the pylon? Usually he builds it. A smart play. ToD's placement, small details, but small placements have been very, very well positioned.
Yeah.
The Stargate and now this pylon. Usually that pylon's placed where that Marine was.
At the very top of the ramp.
Yeah. And that's what it's there for. But wait, did he just click it? I saw a red dot.
Where are we going?
Did it? Okay, so I saw a red dot on the Marine, so I wasn't sure if that was the probe or maybe units. But remember that through the vision of Happy, he's going to now spot it, and now he knows.
That's a lot of pressure, though. Pylons queued up here to go straight on forward. Only one bunker. Sentries, SCVs trying to position themselves well to deny these Zealots from actually getting the position against this, but just force fields everywhere. Does he have enough DPS to bring down that bunker with just sentries?
We'll see. No, he doesn't, and the Zealots get pushed back.
That's a tough blow there for ToD. Not taking down that bunker initially, so losing a lot of damage on that. And going at such an odd time.
He's expended all his force field energy now.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to force field around that bunker, which means SCVs will stick their repair in it.
Still a lot of Zealots. Push on forwards here. No weapons upgrades on these, whilst the armor upgrade and the Guardian Shield allows the Zealots to survive for a long time. That pylon is under assault and will go down. Good SCV placement, though, once again. Force fields behind this. That's a lot of Zealots here. If they're able to do the damage, that would be very, very nice for them. 10 workers have already gone down, and he really doesn't have that much damage left over. 2 Marauders, 11 Marines. The Zealots are diminishing, though. There's 5 left.
The bunker is down, and his ToD's going to be able to make his way through. He's so close in supply, but with Medivacs out, makes a big, big difference. And then with that +1 attack down as well, Combat Shields is next. Happy feels not confident in defending this. He's going to evacuate back up to his main base here. And he doesn't need to keep the defense down on low if he knows it's going to be broken. He's got the best unit possible against the gateway-only attack, and that is the Medivac to keep the healing up here. ToD started probe production again. Maybe looking to get down a Twilight Cancel pretty fast here, I'd say. Maybe Blink, maybe Charge, I'm not sure. But he needs to start thinking about a way to make his units stronger than they already are, because I don't think he'll have time to go up to Colossus or anything. Yeah. Considering he doesn't even have a robotics facility down.
And Happy here, I mean, he's well defended at this main. It is a very, very slim chance here that ToD's actually going to be able to break that. Sends out a Medivac to see if his opponent's still there after killing off everything at the natural. And this gives ToD a little leeway early on. 4 cannons, though, in every mineral line, knowing that, where is he positioned these ones? Over here as well.
So he's making sure that he doesn't get counter-dropped while keeping up a contain. The contain will be force fields on the ramp here. He's got to be very, very careful that Happy doesn't just drop them behind the army. But then, of course, there can always be recall very soon.
And a lot of income here going down the pan for Happy, as those mules helping out quite a bit.
These turrets.
Will they finish up at the perfect time? And he doesn't actually have that many units back here, so they're going to kill off pylons. to try and underpower not only the cannons, but also gateways at the back. Does get 2. Not that many units here to clean this up just yet.
Yeah, great micro so far by Happy, but not enough units there, unfortunately. And ToD keeps up the contain on the natural at the same time. So every second that ticks by here, ToD increases his supply count. Happy pokes down and sees it.
Ooh.
I think this is the time where he tries to break the contain. Dropping on top of the army. ToD's spreading out now. Remember, there is a recall here, but if that mothership core got sniped somehow, some way.
And it was weakened in previous engagements, so it would be easier to actually snipe that
salvaged. I heard the boom. I'd pick up everything and drop right on top, like in a roundabout. So with boost, you can spread out really well. I think he has enough to do this.
I think he does as well. On the unit counts, we have 25 Marines and 4 Marauders. That is a lot of firepower there. Goes and kills the hallucinated Phoenix, but this is going to be his time to shine.
He can't just run around the ramp. ToD shouldn't make a mistake of not hitting the force field. ToD knows he's always clicking his army.
Twilight Templar Archive's going down behind
load
this.
Load it up, man. Just load it up. Load it up.
He's going to do it.
Load it up.
Well.
All right, here we go. Where's he going? To the main base or on the army? Oop. Shh. Quiet. It's nothing.
Nothing's going on.
It's not his entire army. This is not the perfect time for ToD to go up the ramp. Oh, no, he goes on the ramp anyway.
Tom, what are you doing? Oh, crazy. Well.
Oh, God, this is weird.
Time for base trade.
This is weird. That was like the perfect time for ToD to go up, but he goes up anyway. Like, and now we have this awkward scenario. Very weird. All the buildings, just lift the buildings, get out of there.
Run away. And all
SCVs are doing a lot of damage. Marines, Marauders there.
Oh, they're on hold position. These Zealots aren't doing anything right now.
Happy could win this.
What is this? Oh my God, he kills off the second Nexus.
It doesn't force field to ramp either up there.
Oh no. Oh.
No, Chloris.
Worst observing of all time.
Chloris.
Oh. Behave. Anyway. Focus. ToD now. Well, all of his stalkers are being focused.
Look,
and
everything's destroyed and Happy.
What the?
And ToD's like, what?
What just happened? GG. Oh, best game of all time.
Whew. I was so excited. My tires all flipping around and twisted around and whatnot. Well, that was a weird way to end that game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, series tied up.
I wasn't really expecting that. The best moment was when I saw that medevac and you went, whoop. That was the best. That was awesome. Best commentary ever.
Oh, we have fun, don't we, in the WCS Europe? Oh, boy. Well, that medevac sneaking past. ToD was like, pokes up the ramp. Nothing is there. And then continues to attack. But, well, as you saw, there was a lot of units he couldn't really deal with back at home. I felt if he'd force fielded the ramp, though, in his main base.
But then they'd just drop again, right?
A lot of units. SCVs are pretty good at fighting compared to probes against medevacs and Marines Marauders.
Best melee unit in the game, man. Best melee unit. Pretty good. Better than Ultralisk. But no, game number 3, Newkirk Precinct.
I don't even know what
I'm still baffled. Because ToD's probably going to go for aggression again early on to try and get some kind of advantage.
All right, it's time to break out the speech. To beat Happy, you don't be aggressive early. Proxy Stargate's different because that was a sneaky aggressive early. All right, the key in beating Happy is actually in the mid to late game, not super late. It's not early. It's not super late. It's in the mid to late. There is your window. That's where you kill him.
No, you're right.
Because if you try to do it early, he makes a defense, he makes a comeback, and you look silly. If you wait too long, then his control and his fights are going to kill you. It has to be in the mid to late to carry your early game advantage to the mid game advantage to a fast 200 supply max out kill. That's where it is.
You're right. One of the most resilient Terrans in the entire scene right now for Europe, as we have spawning down to the bottom left-hand corner, the man himself in blue. He is Empire Happy. And spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner as our red Protoss wants to take this. One more loss and he's out here of Premier League. He is XMG ToD.
That's where to kill Happy. That's where Happy's the weakest. That's out of... So if you look at Happy, Happy's Terran versus Protoss on a time scale from, let's say, 0 to 20, 25 minutes. The time to kill is around 15 plus. 15 to 20. Past 20, too late.
Yeah.
Before 10, before 15 even, too early. And the way to kind of get the best advantage possible is probably how Titan played. Nice and early, strong economy, into building up a nice edge into a decent fight. That's, I think, the best way to play against Happy.
And it's all about denying those drops. Like in the first game, Titan did.
That on top,
Yeah.
yes. Because if you play with a nice economy early and you focus on a good build, you get a good amount of money income, but then he drops you and kills 5-10 probes, then everything you just did is reversed.
Yeah.
So it has to be the good economy with good defense. I just feel that anything else apart from that, Happy's going to stop.
Yeah, you're right. Happy's a machine. Apt, epic music here for game number 3. Crazy 2 games we've seen thus far. And now, who advances on to play against Sota for that final spot in the round of 16 here in WCS Europe? ToD, he's hungry for it, but Happy, he's been there before. Happy wants that win, wants to claim more WCS points, more cash, more money, more points. Pretty good.
Yeah. And with more points and more cash comes other things.
Yes. That's right.
Cryptic.
That nod. That nod. All right. Okay. Nexus. Command Center. Best casting ever.
All right, so this is a decent start. It's obviously not super heavy focused on his money, on his economy. A check.
A check.
They are in control. This one's for you. That was a cheeky check.
A cheeky check.
A cheeky check of down at that location to spot if there was any proxy cheeky strategies coming out.
In Control had me in stitches last night. Did you watch Inside the Game?
No, I'm always in bed.
Oh, dude, you should watch it.
I'm always in bed at that time. I get up at like 7 or 8. I'm a farmer nerd, remember? We had this conversation the other day.
We did. Dude, you should definitely go back and watch the VOD. In Control had me in stitches over that.
Okay. What about me and you?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
God.
good. It was good.
Did he do his retarded English impression again, did he?
It was
in control, man.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Him and his English impressions.
I think this one was the best one yet.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, in control.
Oh, you.
You wait until I learn to do a, where are you from? Seattle accent.
Is he from Seattle?
Yeah, he loves the rain. He loves rain.
Is Seattle near Jersey? I have no clue. What? Is that a bad question? I don't know America. We always say Americans don't know geography, but to be honest, I don't know where anywhere is in America, apart from Florida when I went to see Disneyland, Disney World, whichever one it is. Up? I don't know. Producers like pointing in all directions.
All right, it's not, let me just say it's not very close.
No?
No, not that close. Yeah, it's not that far.
It's above California. All right. Geography lessons of Kyle Lowers at Apollo. You're even looking at a map.
No, I was just making sure I knew where it was in case you asked me. It's like
so
New Jersey. New Jersey, Jersey's like over on the East Coast, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
So it's completely different coasts? Yeah. Damn it.
All right, so ToD's builds here. So he's got the early forge again for the armor, but he's also got a robotics facility and a Twilight at the same time. Is this a DT drop? I think it might be. I think this might be a DT drop.
Well, we'll see. There's certainly a lot of options to it. I mean, it could just be for a straight... Well, no, actually, it couldn't be for a straight +2 armor. That would be weird. What did you see?
Nothing apart from the robo.
Ah, that's normal.
But the robo is, well, 7 minutes is a little bit late.
Yeah.
Like, what's before that?
2 gases being taken at the natural. That's a lot of gas income there. There's the DTs. There's the DTs. Huh.
All right.
ToD, he's been a... I was going to say cheeky then. He's been a rapscallion in this game, in this entire series.
He really has been a rascal. So one of the things that Happy has not gotten in any of the games throughout the entire day is a turret in the main base.
Yeah,
it's always on the natural. A warp prism obviously evades that.
It does.
A proxy, not proxy god, a hallucinated oracle coming in.
He loves his hallucinated oracles. Goes on about them all the time. Bless him.
But for this reasoning, I'm not sure. Like, what's the difference between the Oracle and a Hallucinated Phoenix here? There's a turret in the main mirror line coming. Oh, gosh.
This is not going to work out too well.
There's a turret. ToD must have seen that.
It would be interesting if he cancelled it now, saying, ah, that was a hallucination. You cheeky. Oh, I said it again. Sorry.
It's not cancelled. It's there. The factory! No, it's going to be revealed. The War Prism's there. And now all of a sudden, Happy's like, hold on a minute. Wait a minute, he has no units in his main base. Why? What? You've just seen the Warp Prism. Why does he have no units in the main base?
Interesting.
Huh?
Just going for the straight counter. The Warp Prism isn't doing anything, though, and the third base is going down.
To the natural too. It's a little bit interesting.
Spots the third.
Oh gosh, ToD's trying to do everything, man. He's got DTs into fast Colossus into a fast. He's trying to do everything.
This is not.
Happy's like, no. Well, no, you're not gonna do everything.
He's got no units. He has 2 Zealots and 1 Stalker and a DT now, but that's warping into that Warp Prism.
They're in the Warp Prism, so the third's immediately going to get cancelled. That's a given.
Bye-bye.
There's still no units. Did he not see the Warp Prism? You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that was easy to spot. Lots of force fields there.
Yeah, panic force fields there. That's a strong army. Where's he going with these units? He's going into the main base.
Oh, there's not much to deny that. There's nothing to deny that.
Surely there can be a DT that gets warped in a couple of minutes, in a couple of seconds here that can help. But Probe's coming off the line. He knows he's in trouble.
Oh, time warp to try and shut all of this down, but the Mothership Core will fall in the end as well.
And in the main base, the DTs get shut down instantly.
Oh, ToD.
Happy is just owning this game up. The DTs get stopped. The third base, the Colossus switch. Oh, too many things happening at once here for ToD.
Way too much. Happy here, dropping the scan as well, making sure that he can kill off that DT.
If he kills the robotics facility, the Colossus is really the only thing that can keep him in this game. And now that it's gone, Happy is just looking like he picks up this as an easy victory. Yeah. That is really, really painful.
You know you're in trouble when there's hardly anything in the production tab. 2 Stalkers. So many probes end up dying off as well. 25 have been killed off. He's down to 26 against 44. GG will play good luck, and ToD will drop down here to Challenger Division with Happy advancing on for that final spot in the round of 16 against Solve.
He had too many eggs in that basket, and he dropped the basket, and the eggs fell out. Too much. I mean, I see what he's trying to do. He's like, the DT didn't work. Okay, time to try to get back with everything, with Economy, Colossus, and then if he doesn't attack me or anything, then I can do this. But no, that's not the case. Happy moved out and just shut that down very easily. And unfortunately for ToD, does drop down to Challenge League. Happy, though, lives to fight on here. Our round of 8 from the Europe Season 1 Premier League. And performed excellently there. Now we must fight off against Sort of to decide who takes the second slot here.
And it's clear Sort of is, even though playing from Korea, he's stepped up his game right now, practicing in Korea for quite a while. So guys, when we are back, we shall find out who advances onto the round of 16. Will it be Happy, or will we have the 5th player from the round of 8 fall down into Challenger League? It's going to be a tough one. He goes up against Sort of after the break.